The last thing to check out, Eric Holmes. There's a movie called Uppercut. Golden Globe winner Ving Rhames and Luis Grossman. Luis Grossman likes to be called Louis. You can actually check out her review, her interview with Eric Holmes on our Cinematics YouTube channel. It's about Tony, a determined female boxer who will do anything to, I guess, make it to the top. That's played by Louis. And Ving Rhames plays Elliot. He's an ex-boxing champion who accepts the challenge to train Tony into a, I guess, upcoming boxing match. It's in theaters, digital, and on demand February 28th. Eric Holmes spent a big part of that interview talking to Louis about the various iterations of Uppercut. I think there were different versions before,
Yeah,
and
there's the original was Labor Hawking. Then they had Uppercut, this one, and there was something else called Uppercut, the still version, but apparently that's not. Both Louis and the director Torsten mentioned that was a thing they did for a festival, and isn't really an official remake, additional remake or anything. It's just, well, you can hear talk about it in the interviews.
yeah. So, what is your thoughts on Uppercut again in theaters, digital, and on demand February 28th? Should people give this movie a shot?
So I mean, it's a boxing movie. Basically, you have Louis. She shows up to Ving Rhames, boxing training area, and she wants Ving Rhames to train her, and he's like, "Oh, I can't train you. I make fighters. I don't train fighters." That sort of thing. It's kind of something you've seen before. I think where this takes an interesting turn is as you see Louis and Ving Rhames' characters kind of growing together. You would cut forward to present time, and then you see her currently as a successful boxing manager, doing kind of the same thing with the boxer that she's kind of. He's already a boxer, but like she's trying to bring him up. So you kind of see how she treats her boxer as a manager, and then you'll go back to Ving Rhames and see, oh, this is where she got this kind of thing, and then you see how
Well, that's interesting.
kind of similar in how different the two merge, because there's stuff that she picked up from Ving Rhames for sure, but then there's also other stuff that she kind of picked up on her own, doing some things a little better, more successful, and other things probably not as well. But it's kind of here's me in school. Now here's me doing the thing that I went to school for, and you just get to watch them like in tandem with each other.
Oh, very cool. Does that work? It's an interesting twist on the genre, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as with most boxing movies, it's never about the boxing. It's usually about something more. But yeah, imagine watching Rocky and then putting that in tandem with like Rocky Balboa. You,
Okay.
you get to see where he started and you get to see where he ends up, and it's not a whole lot more than that, but that's kind of where a lot of the not drama, but the interest in the story comes from, and the
Okay.
the main thrust of it. And
Okay.
of
So
course,
that is
Ving Rhames is awesome. Louis good. She's really good too, and kind of their chemistry together works really well. I wish I could have saw the Labor Hawking. I did not get to watch because I would like to kind of compare that one with this one because it's Torsten Ruther did both of them,
right.
and so it's usually like with Funny Games. Michael Haneke did Funny Games, and he remade his own movie. So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool to see like, oh, they're remaking their own. Let's see what changes they make. I just saw this one, so I haven't seen the original. I'd like to go back to the original and see kind of where the changes are, or where the growth comes from one movie to the other, or whatever the case may be. But this is a
Okay.
pretty good one. I was kind of hoping you or Bruce would watch this, kind of get your take on it, but I like
It was a
Uppercut
whole
quite a bit.
snafu. Yeah, I requested 4 times. I never got the screener link. I think it
Uh,
wasn't the publicist. It was something got lost in the interim, I guess. But yeah, what is your rating on
Well, it
Uppercut
would be coming out soon, so then you can watch it when it comes out.
on theaters? Yeah,
This,
digital.
I think we'll go 4 stars on this. I
Mm,
was kind of debating between 3.5 and 4 stars, but I think just with the interesting way that they framed the story and told it, I think it kind of bumps it up a little bit. I was kind of like, I mean, it's called Uppercut. I was kind of hoping for like more like boxing action in there, and there's not a whole lot of it. They show bits of a boxing match in the air quote present day, and then you never get to see Louis really as a boxer. You see when you see her, like you see her training with Ving Rhames, but you never see her as a boxer. You just see her as a manager. So it would also be kind of cool to see kind of like we saw where she ends up, but it would also be kind of cool to see the journey. But that would be a completely different movie. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'll go 4 stars. It's definitely interesting and uh original enough take on this kind of movie that I think it's worth watching.
Yeah, so that is Eric Holmes' review of Uppercut in theaters, digital, and on demand for February 28th. He gave it 4 stars. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.